A cold open. Wow.
Cold, yeah.
I hate this pressure. Oh, come on.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So here's my cold open. Are you more likely to rent The Mandalorian and Grogu before it goes to Disney Plus, or Masters of the Universe?
Oh.
They both hit streaming this week, so
They did. You know, I heard some okay things about Masters of the Universe.
Oh, I'll probably watch it eventually.
Yeah. So, well, I think we could probably say that the air is a little clearer since the last time we were on the air.
Did you guys have the bad smoke?
Not as bad as you, but you'll have to tell us about that when we get into the show.
That was a very interesting week last week.
I believe it. I believe it. All right, let's get into the show, guys.
Spectre 2 reporting in. This is Vanessa Marshall, and I play Hera Syndulla on Star Wars Rebels. You're listening to the Hyperspace Heroes podcast. That's no moon. Take it from Brown Mullet 34.
And now, on with the show.
Time for bladder check. 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 Wait. Screw it, I'm holding it.
Brown Squadron.
Podcasting, the final audio frontier. These are the legends of Brown Squadron.
Our computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at it.
The ongoing mission? To explore the Star Wars universe and other nerd culture topics. To seek new content and new cantinas, bars, and lounges. To boldly annoy Scruffy by making too many bad jokes. Welcome to the Hyperspace Heroes podcast.
And welcome to Hyperspace Heroes. This is Brown Leader signing in. All wings report in.
Brown 4 is here.
Brown 36, right?
Yep, you got it.
Is here. Wampa is here.
Welcome back, Steve. How are you?
Toasty, Minnesota.
Right.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah. So this is episode 178 or 203 on the Spotchka scale. And we are back. Last week, if you were listening, we had northern Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, all had a lot of smoky issues with the Canadian syrup burning up in Canada.
Yes,
and,
yes.
But yeah, we saw stories that it was even worse for you guys up there in Duluth.
Yeah, we had last week. Actually, the place that I work with in a school with a kids program, and we were closed 3 days in a row because of the elevated AQI numbers. Which, I mean, numbers. What do they really mean? Always is like, hey, if it's above 100, that's not a great thing. If it's above 300, just don't go outside. Our numbers were consistently like 700 to 1100.
Holy.
They had the highest recorded AQI numbers ever in Minnesota. And during those 3 days, we had the worst air in the entire planet.
Wow.
Like the entire world.
Wow.
Like there's probably like oil burning in the Mideast, and there's probably like things like happening in like industrial China. Nope. Duluth, Minnesota. Worst air quality on the planet.
That's
so
crazy.
And it was hot, like for us. Now I know it's not like this everywhere, but when it gets into the 80s, 85 here, that's hot. Hot, humid, high, and it was like 80 to 90, and you couldn't go outside.
Oh,
that's great.
It was a challenge. It was very it was Mustafar on Earth here. we had Mustafar here.
You put all my complaints into perspective. We did not have anything like that, and it was still horrible here.
Yeah. And it just smelled like campfire everywhere. I would walk into my office in the morning, and it would just like campfire in my office.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy times for sure. Well, welcome back. Let's get into the chat really quick. We've already got a few popping off in here. So, Max Rebo Experience. I'm going to be late. Well, sir, you already posted. And I turned on my cellular data for you guys. I appreciate that, Max. And I have a special treat from your friend Delphi coming up later in the show. And then the Max Rebo again, Blue 69 checking in. Yes, sir. And then Dark Apostle 66. Hey guys, how are you, sir? Welcome to the show. So yeah, we brought you on because we are less than a month away from a con going on up in the Duluth area called Excalibur Con.
Yes.
And why don't you introduce a little bit about kind of the history of Excalibur Con, and then we'll kind of go into what this year's con is all about.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the original history of this kind of grew out of ICCC. Actually, there wasn't an active Minnesota Star Wars contingent up here. A lot of cosplay, Rebel Legion, Mando Mercs, 501st, all that very, very active, but not so much fan collecting. So coming out of ICCC a few years ago, my son and I, on our 15-hour drive back to Duluth, we're like, we're just doing this. We're going to do it. We're starting it. We started the Minnesota Star Wars Collectors Alliance. We've been going since early 2023 and kind of grew pretty quickly to about 700 members. And we had a kickoff party that was in my front yard, basically. I'm like, I'm going to have a little convention in my front yard. Did some silent auctions, some games, some raffles, stuff like that. And we ended up raising about $1,000 for the Pediatric Oncology Treasure Chest. And we said, this is pretty fun. Maybe we'll step it up. We stepped it up into an art event that raised about $5,000 for a local charity, our local speech clinic. So then it was like, all right, what's the next step? Well, the next step is do a convention, right? Like do it full on. And up here in Duluth, we're kind of a medium size college town. So 90,000 people, certainly big enough to accommodate a convention. There's no convention near us for about 2.5 hours, the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, 4 hours west to Fargo, probably 6 hours down to Madison. So like we were just in this little pocket that didn't have anything. So we did the initial event in 2024 called TeebCon, because we had joined with some local gaming groups and they wanted to hold off the name Excalibur Con to really kick it off the next year. So we did Excalibur Con in 2025 and both of these being moving from my front yard to an actual convention center, and continued to grow. We went from 80 people in my front yard to about 300 people at the art showcase, to about 12 to 1,500 people at the first convention. Last year, we were around 3,300 for weekend attendance with our volunteers and our vendors and everybody there. And this year will be our third year in the convention center, second year under the banner of Excalibur Con, and our first year of moving into a much larger vending area, which will accommodate, last year we could accommodate about 86 booth areas. This year we can accommodate approximately 230.
Holy smokes.
And
Wow.
area they opened up in February. We sold out by March, and we have a waiting list of over 120. So again, we're just in this pocket of an area that's kind of untapped for this type of thing. People have just been clamoring for it, and I think it just shows in the vendors that want to come, the guests that want to come, the gaming that we have, and just the grassroots efforts. I mean, any event we go to, people are like, I can't wait till this, or it's awesome that we have this in Duluth. We don't have to go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, which there's nothing. I go to conventions in Minneapolis, St. Paul multiple times a year, but I'm also fortunate to be able to do that. Not everybody can.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get around to do that, can't afford to do that. You can't take the time off of work to do that. You can come to your convention right in your backyard here in Duluth. So we're super excited about having that bigger space. We pretty much everything this year is bigger, bolder, better. across the board. And in all of that, we stay true to kind of the fan run roots. So events like ICCC or other events in Minnesota that are fan run, like Anime Detour, or not these big corporations that come in and run an event. They're run by local folks. Minnesota's got a lot of those, and it's a really great community. We've got a really huge gaming one called 2D Con, and they're not a big corporation. The Anime Detour, not a big corporation. So we've got all of these really neat events, and Excalibur Con is one of those. So we're volunteer driven. I maybe like to get paid, but I'm probably not gonna. I pay out quite a bit for it, and that's all right because it's so much fun. We've got a board of 7 people, a committee of 13 people, and a legion of volunteers, 150 strong, to help us put on an event like this at the convention center.
Wow, that is really commendable, Steve. I mean, in just a couple of years, what you've managed to grow to is just outstanding.
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, talk about finding a market with a need and then watching it snowball. That's incredible. No pun intended, because you're in Minnesota.
We are, yes. Yeah. The one of the things that we have going for us, like I think of some events that I've been to that are like big city cons, which is super cool. I mean, you go visit that, but we have the advantage of you walk out of the convention center and you see the biggest lake in the world. Like it's literally half a block away. You can't go anywhere in the convention without it's right there. And we've got just a lot of green area, you're not that far from Canada. I mean, you could have an experience here that's just like fill up your nerd side and then just enjoy the community. That's one of the things that our special guests, the celebrities that have come in, have really enjoyed, is like, hey, this is a different vibe. You're not paying big city rates. You're not you're not in like the downtown of a big city where it's all just gray. Everywhere around here is green and blue. So it's really neat to have a little bit different experience. So some of our guests that we've had come in have they've sought us out to want to be at an event like this, which is really neat to experience.
That's awesome. When I was going to bring up some of the sites, and it's great. What a cool thing to see. I typed in Minnesota Star Wars Collector Alliance, and it comes up with the AI now gives you a summary on everything. And a fan-run community led by Stephen Carbo that unites regional sci-fi fans, hosts public pop culture events, and raises funds for local children's charities. What a great summary. You're Googleable.
There we go. We're Googleable. Yeah,
Googleable.
It's a lot of fun. And I mean, you mentioned the charity there. We continue to support local charities. We've kind of shifted into some really neat opportunities. We continue to support the local speech clinic. They give speech services to kids at no cost to their families. I think we will always support that. It's a needed thing in our community. But we've also got a mental health scholarship to help train practitioners for specialty training in the area. And this year we've launched the Excalibur Youth Fund, which provides materials and money towards after-school programs. So you think of like your anime club, your D&D club, chess club, board gaming club, art clubs for after school. Our community is seeing a massive slashing of school budgets, and what typically goes away: special arts, music, after school. All of those programs are what get cut the soonest. So we're trying to fill that void, and we've already had a really good response with like our middle schools in the area wanting to utilize some of the services that we can provide. We've got partnerships with basically every local gaming, anime, comic book, any type related nerd store to then source those materials for our local clubs at a much reduced cost and not put the burden on those clubs. We are able to provide that. So that's a big initiative that's launched this year.
That's cool. Very, very cool.
I'm so impressed that not only you're running a con, but a charity. I mean, so many cons just struggle to stay afloat, and you've got dual activities. That I'm so impressed.
It was really neat. Since our inception in 2023, we've been able to donate $25,000 to all of these initiatives, and we're hoping that we can put a big stamp on our donation after Excalibur Con this year, and everything is trending in that way. But we hope to add to that total by quite a bit after this event, and the way things are trending, it looks like we will be able to.
That's awesome.
That's very cool. Very, very cool. I was talking about the celebrities that are starting to seek you out. I was looking at the Instagram page, and let me see if I can bring that up, because I noticed some certain names that DB will recognize as following your Excalibur Con page. And DB, I don't know if you can see those names, but Daniel Romero, who we've had on the show, Marty Matulis, who we've had on the show, and and I don't think those have been guests of yours yet, have they?
Not yet. Chris Bartlett was last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I think you know Elle. I think she's been somewhat associated with you guys.
Yeah, Elle Firespray is fantastic. She's one of the premier mini painting artists, and she really is a massive. I actually just had dinner with her 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Massive Star Wars fan, also a massive Argentina soccer fan. So a little sad right now. But I mean, she does work for all of the big mini companies, and I mean, she's done events all over the country. She's been to large cons all over the country, and she will once again be back at Excalibur Con doing mini painting classes on site to give people that experience that maybe they haven't with maybe they just kind of fumbled around with just the mini paint. Like, she is one of the premier artists in the region.
That's awesome.
Oh, she's an inspiration. She's amazing.
Yeah, we've been playing tag on trying to find a date to get her in, and because we've been talking to her. I've been following her account probably for 2 years, I think, ever since she started. You guys kind of got associated, and she does amazing work. Beautiful work.
Yeah, sure. It is.
So let's start going into some of the guests. Let's see where we got.
They might be buried a little bit, but if there's any wrestling fans out there, we've got Honky Tonk Man back from the old days of the WWF. Shake, rattle, and roll, baby. We've got him coming.
Honky Tonk Man is coming to town. Oh yeah, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time hadn't been in Duluth in many, many, many months. That's years, in fact. But the Honky Tonk Man's coming to Excalibur Con, August 15th and 16th at the Duluth Entertainment Convention Center. Duluth Entertainment Convention Center. Honky Tonk Man will be there signing autographs, taking pictures with the fans. I'll even be doing a panel this time, taking all your questions and having some fun. That's August 15th and 16th, Excalibur Con, Duluth, Minnesota. Let's shake, rattle, and roll.
And the neat thing is, I don't have a video for you, but Jimmy Hart. So legendary manager for like Honky and for Hulk Hogan and the like all kinds of folks, Beefcake and everybody back in the day. So he's coming. He has been super cool to connect with, and I think he brings a lot of energy. So both of them, Christy Hemme is a WWE diva, so we've got kind of like the wrestling crowd. This year, our kind of big attractions are a little bit younger than my norm. The Amazing Digital Circus, if you're familiar with that, that's been like a worldwide phenomenon. It like just blew up off of YouTube into a $35 million movie. Like, is crazy. So we've got 2 voice actors and 2 on-screen actors for that. 2 of which this will be their first con appearance ever, and we've had a lot of huge response for that. X-Men 97, Holly Chow and Guy Agostini, they play Sunspot and Jubilee. So that's the #1 streaming show on Disney Plus, and it's a really good show. I know this is more Star Wars related, but X-Men
it's fine.
Is a great. I can remember back in the day in the 90s reading X-Men all the time, Uncanny X-Men,
Mhm.
back in the Jim Lee days, and it's like X-Men 97 just transports you right back to that.
I've heard good things. You know, other podcasters, friends of ours that are into the comic scene.
Yes.
Yeah, just rave about X-Men 87.
What I would say in terms of like the comic world, it would rank there with like Maul in the Star Wars world. Like I love Maul, like it's there. It's got some depth, or not some. It's got a lot of depth. It's not just it's for sure not a cartoon for kids kind of thing. It's got depth. It's got feeling. It's got emotion. It's got like real stuff can happen in it. Kind of like in Maul, same kind of thing. So yeah, we got Holly and Guy, and then kind of the worldwide phenomenon last year was the K-pop Demon Hunters, and we've got 3 talent that are coming in from that. Sungwon Cho, Alan Lee, and Jennifer Sun Bell are all associated with K-pop Demon Hunters and other properties like Delicious in Dungeon and Jujutsu Kaisen. So we're super excited. Sungwon Cho has been streaming on YouTube for years, since the early days. So he's originally from Minnesota, so he's coming to his roots here.
Oh wow, that's cool. Right on.
And then we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Star Wars. So we do have a couple Star Wars guests. So one actually was kind of a diamond in the rough. A woman reached out to me. Her name is Melissa Medina, and she's been associated with Star Wars video games and her company Scary Good. She is a voice actress. And then Anna Graves.
Oh, very
Duchess
cool.
Satine.
Duchess Satine.
So, I mean, I think that's fantastic. I'm not sure. I don't know if she's been at a convention in Minnesota anytime within the last 5 years. So kind of coming back to Minnesota, and she hasn't been around. And we're super excited to have her with us. So a couple of animated and video game voice actresses that will be here for Star Wars.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think, several years ago, I met Anna Graves at ICCC.
Okay.
Superb lady, very fan friendly. She's going to be great for your guests.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, and don't be afraid, because while we are Star Wars centric, we do not turn away anything in the nerdiverse.
That's right.
I was thinking about watching the Strange New World Season 4 trailer tonight.
Oh, don't let Scruffy hear you say that.
Scruffy's not on. Oh, that's hilarious. And some good cosplayers. And so what does it take, how much time and effort and organization does it take to pull a con off?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think if we want to do what we want to do, it takes a lot of work. So what we really want to do is provide a fan-oriented, immersive experience. We don't want, for lack of a better term, I'm not putting on a mall where you go shop. I think it'd be easy not easy, but we could rent the event center, sell out vendors to just sell stuff. That would be easy. The effort comes in. All right, do we want to cater to a wide variety of people? Absolutely. We want kids as young as in a stroller, and we want adults as old as in a wheelchair. We want to accommodate something for everybody. The wrestling fans, the anime fans, the sci-fi fans, the book fans, the art fans, people that love to play role-playing games or just a regular board game, card games, Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, all of these different avenues for our nerd fandom. Maybe somebody likes to paint. We've got painting classes, mini painting classes, performances, dance performances. You can come to the event and record your own voice acting with Scary Good and Melissa Medina. They're going to be doing a booth to you get to be a voice actor for the day kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
So all of these opportunities that if we just sold stuff, you wouldn't have. So we're really pushing for that immersive experience, which I think has been our calling card for the last 2 years. So if you come and you pay your weekend ticket, you pay your ticket to get in, and you're going to get a ton of stuff. You're going to get an experience. You're going to find those cosplayers who take the time to teach you how to do what they do. We're super fortunate to have a really good 501st garrison, the Wolfpack garrison in Minnesota. Each year they've sent more and more people. And this year I'm like, all right, we'll give you this many. Oh, that sounds good. And they even had to buy more. I'm like, you don't have to, I'll give you more. Like, no, that's okay. So we're going to have like double digits in the 501st. And as well as all of the other cosplayers, we've got all of these game opportunities. If you're more of the high-end gamer, buy-in tournaments, and if you're not, just open play. So the kind of the sky's the limit on what you can do. We're super excited. This is the first year we've got this. We've got 2 tattoo artists that will be on site. I know like bigger events like ICCC or Celebration and stuff have artists on site, body artists, but we'll have like henna artists, hair artists, actual tattoo artists doing tattooing flash on site. So we're super excited to really expand that nerd fandom.
Nice.
Yeah,
Duluth, Minnesota. It's only spring, but summer's filling up fast. And Excalibur Con is coming to the deck August 15th and 16th. So make sure you mark your calendar and come see me, Clutch with my buddy Ox, and the wrestling legend, the Honky Tonk Man. Ask him about that time I wrestled him and I had to get a tattoo of him on my butt. True story. Come and ask him. And Jimmy Hart is there, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Oh, you can watch him right now on the new Netflix documentary on Hulk Hogan. You'd be a fool not to be there, brother.
all the enthusiasm you get from your guests. That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's so much more to a convention than just a sales floor. And
Yes. Yeah.
You've really enveloped so many different things. I'm just so impressed and proud to know you for this. I'm fanboying to a guy I know personally.
Our little boy's grown up.
Yeah. It was just not that long ago. We're just hanging outside of the Sheridan.
Right. And in just a few years, you turn this, or you've built all this. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy.
And we've, like I said, we've got a great community of folks, people on our board that are just committed to our community, people on our committee that are putting the effort in to build something that just hasn't been here. We've had things that have kind of started and stopped, and my goal is that long after I'm done organizing it, that this just keeps going on and on and on for decades, because that's what the community needs here.
Right on. Well, like you said, you found that pocket, you found a need, and you're fulfilling it.
So how much time does it take in addition to your 9 to 5 job?
I mean, I like on a given week, I probably put more into the convention than my job on a lot of weeks, particularly now.
Hope your employer doesn't hear that, but yeah.
No, it just means it's a lot of late nights, a lot of go to bed at 1 kind of things.
Oh yeah. And how's the air quality now? Will be better for the convention?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've I can't even say, is it the wind, is it the rain, whatever. Something must have changed. It's really been fine this week. It's been back to, I guess we call it like fairly normal. Like it's maybe a little bit hazy, but you can't smell it. It doesn't seem to be affecting. Last week, like literally like that first day, walked outside and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm an old man. I can't breathe. Like by the time I got to my car from my house, which is, I don't know, 50 feet, if that, like, oh, I can't breathe. No, it's fine.
Right on.
Good. So that won't be scaring people away. That's fantastic.
No, it shouldn't.
All right. We got some more chat going on. SJ Bergerding. Hello, folks. Welcome. And look who's watching the show, Elle.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Hi, Elle.
welcome. We still need to work on a date, Elle, to get you on the show. Star Wars Collector is on. Hey, Brown Squadron. Wow, Steve, your con has really grown. Absolutely. And then Elle giving us a woot, and from Star Wars Collector. Steve, do you know how many people attended last year?
For the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we were about 3,300, probably a little more because we don't ticket any kids under 5, and we had tons of younger kids. So we'll do a little bit better job of like wristbanding or something next this year. But so probably 3,500 through the weekend.
Right on. Max Rebo just pulled the garage. Come on, Max, hurry up. Let's come on. And then El, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let's you're probably getting busy for the con too, El. So just maybe after the con going into September something, let us know. I'll DM you again and we'll get a date figured out. So with just a few weeks away, and tickets are still available, I take it.
Tickets are available. We have single day, we have weekend, we have VIP. We're really doing a push on the VIP because we're super excited for our guests. So Sung Wong Cho, one of our larger guests from K-pop Demon Hunters, Delicious in Dungeon, he has an agreement to give one free autograph and one free selfie. So his line is going to be busy all weekend. So you're going to want to get in the VIP line, get a fast pass. You get a free Excalibur Con shirt, free Excalibur Con special VIP badge, and you get in early. So you're going to get to see all of our guests, all of the vendors, all of the fun stuff before anybody else gets to. And we really do expect, if it's anything like last year, on Saturday morning, you're going to be waiting to get in. The lines to get in, particularly on Saturday, we're long, which is super cool. But we also want to try and get people in to enjoy what's there. So one of the ways to do that is hop on that VIP. But a weekend pass will get you into everything. And if this is maybe your first con, we have like each year it's about 50-50. People are like, this is the first con I've ever gone to. And you want to try it out for a day? Let's come on down for a day. Just check out the website. We do have a code going on the website for 10% off tickets, single day or weekend tickets. And check it out. And I don't think you'd be disappointed with anything. And we've priced it so a family isn't going to get priced out of it. So basically with the discount, a family of 4, 2 kids and 2 adults is going to be able to go for $100 to a convention with the quality stars and gaming and activities that I have is, a lot of times you go to a convention and one adult's $100. So so we really want to keep it family oriented, family accessible, and family friendly.
Yeah, you can't go to any regional amusement park for $100 for one person, let alone a family.
Yeah,
and you get a weekend for that. That's amazing.
Right on. Well, cool. Yeah, so I put the website at the bottom on the ticker there. Yeah. So make sure if you're going to be in the Duluth area that weekend, make sure you just pick up tickets. You're also supporting a charity through charities, and your money's going to a good cause, a good time. And with your con being such a mix of different genres, like you said, it's a good family experience. So every nerd family should be able to find something that they enjoy at the con.
Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed to not be able to find something. But if you do find that niche that we don't have, then we'll plan it for next year.
Right on. And because Steve has proved he will do it. So time and time again. Right on. Let's see. It's been a while since we talked. I think we had you on I think last episode was 158. So it's been a few months. Yeah. So as DB had alluded, Mando and Grogu's hitting streaming. I think that hit streaming yesterday. And Masters of the Universe. So what did you think of the Mando Grogu movie?
So I enjoyed it. But I'm also going to sit here and admit that I'm a Star Wars apologist. There's not much that I don't like. There's a couple things that will strongly be against, but that's okay. I went to it and I just enjoyed the fun ride. I know that some people are like, well, this is the same as 3 episodes on Disney Plus. I'm like, okay, same as 3 episodes on Disney Plus, but on a screen that's like 5 stories high. And like, you get to go watch it with a bunch of people who enjoy the same things as you. It's kind of a lost experience. I think like we don't have as many of those shared experiences that we used to. I think we all grew up on the go to the multiplex and pay your $1 to get in on a Tuesday because you can't afford to go any other day, but then you can just go see a cool movie or a cheap B movie or the latest blockbuster, whatever, because it's an experience. When my wife and I, when we were dating, that was our thing. We probably went to 4 movies a week. And it didn't matter what movie it was. It was like, all right, let's go find the next movie to go to. That's just kind of how I grew up. So I enjoy getting off my couch, going to the theater. So even if it was kind of like 3 episodes put into one, I'm totally fine with that because then it was a movie.
Yeah, it's a community experience. We had probably 15 or 20 people in our group when we went, dude. That just made it that much more fun.
And we were fortunate. We have a really good relationship with our local Marcus Theater, and we're able to set up a table. I'm not a cosplayer, but I do have a Mandalorian costume that it somehow just fell into my possession. Anyway, so I dressed up as Mando, and one of my friends dressed up. He's a sand trooper in the 501st, and he had a couple of colleagues that dressed as Imperials. So we had some meet and greets and photo ops at the movie theater. And then after we did the meet and greet, we all, as a big group of about 20, went to the IMAX presentation at our theater. So that was a lot of fun. Again, you're with 20 of your friends that you get to go watch it with, rather than or stream it on your phone. Like, that's the thing that I don't like. I'm gonna watch Mandalorian Grogu. I'm like, no, I'm gonna watch it up on the big screen, and even if it's not perfect, it's on the big screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing like Star Wars on the big screen, no matter which one it is. Just because you see the detail that's put into the world building of that universe. I mean, it loses something even on the 60-inch behind me, you know?
That's fair. Yeah.
And
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and another thing that was fun for me, because Brendan Wayne was at ICCC last year, and I met him there, and then get to watch Mandalorian and Grogu, and then I went to 605 Pop Culture Con and saw him there again. And Andrew Perkins, the artist who did artwork for some of the posters last year, he might have this, I'm not sure, but Andrew Perkins is really connected with ICCC. My friend had an Andrew Perkins one-of-a-kind vinyl poster. It's a 1-of-1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Brought it to 605, and Brendan Wayne was like, oh, that's my buddy Andrew. Takes out his phone, takes a picture, texts Andrew while he's signing, and he's like, Andrew, look what I get. Like, it was super neat. It was fantastic. So it's like you go from meeting him first time, seeing him on the big screen, because he is the Mandalorian, and then seeing him in person and having these connections with like ICCC and 605 and Duluth, like all of us coming together and just talking about this great movie that is just a lot of fun. And Brendan Wayne is fantastic. He's a fantastic
you just spurred something there in Brown Leader. He's going to show off, and rightfully so. This is really cool.
So the guys they got me this Gentle Giant, Mando. And so the year Brendan Wayne was there, I got him to autograph the card. The goal is to get everybody that's worn the suit. And so Lateef was this year at ICCC. So I got both Brendan and Lateef's on there.
Nice.
Which is very cool. And they do this thing that Brendan started the phrase, "I can bring you in warm," and then Lateef will finish it with his autograph, and it's, "Or I can bring you in cold." And what a cool little thing that they have going.
That's super fun. I've got that. That's what I brought to 605.
Right on.
And I mean, there's no guarantees for future. You never know. But I've been in talks with Brendan. I talked to him in person there, talked to his agent. What we really want to do is Brendan and Lateef, and probably I forget the name. I feel so bad. I forget. There's another guy that's in the Mandalorian movie. He plays the character that's whatever species Saisi Tin is. He's got like the horns. When he goes into the bar, it's that red guy.
Yeah.
I think his name is Willig, Brian Willig, maybe. And we want to bring in the 3 of them. So Brennan is super excited. He hasn't been to a convention in Minnesota, so I'm really trying to pull him to Duluth rather than Minneapolis. But I wouldn't shade him if he went to Minneapolis. But that's our goal for next year, is to have that kind of be our focus, because we couldn't get anybody this year because they're Chicago Fan Expo, the Galaxy Cons, the big conventions across the country are pulling a lot of those stars that come next year. The Star Wars world is going to be all over Celebration, and Starfighter, and all of that. So we really want to try and have some folks come in next year.
Right on. We've got a couple questions from Star Wars Collector or Unboxing. Sorry. How many 501st folks live in the Duluth area?
Not enough. So that's always a challenge. Twin Cities is where the majority are. I think there's 2 at the moment. My friend's wife does a great Ray, and she also does it's one of the old Republic characters. I cannot remember for the life of me. Anyway, Dark Side Sith, and so she's getting into the 501st. But again, there's not enough, so we need more.
Right on. From Dark Apostle 66, how do you store your Mando suit? Do you display it?
I should display it. Probably better. It's in a bin. It's in a wheeled bin so that I can wheel it to the venue. So, like, for example, tomorrow we have Star Wars night at our local minor league baseball team, the Duluth Huskies. So I'll be wheeling that over there and finding probably a somewhat dirty-ish, cleanish bathroom and getting ready. So it's stored so that I can bring it to a venue. It probably would be fun to get one of those mannequins or the ones that you do sewing on, just have it hanging there in the room. But right now it's just in a storage locker, basically.
Right. I'm going to buy you a mannequin for Christmas. So you can
there you
put
go.
On the mannequin. How's that?
There you go. It'd be cool.
DB, we just missed our Star Wars night at our ballpark.
Yeah, it was this past Saturday, and I had to work. I don't know about you. But...
Yep. Well, I had to work. Well, I had the honeydew list. So I was
fair enough.
Yeah. So Max Rebo experience, IMAX Rebo. Yes. That would be quite the blue sight. But yeah, we had the same experience with Mando and Grogu. I mean, it was like DB said, we had a large group. We were just
nice.
It was nice just to collect, just be there as friends and just have a good time, hang out, have a good time, and not take it too seriously. We'll overanalyze Starfighter, I'm sure, next year when it comes out, and this was for fun and for sure. What did you think? So Maul, have you had a chance to watch Shadow Maul?
I have watched Maul Shadow. I thought it was great. I thought the animation is that next evolution in animation. Like if you go back and watch early Clone Wars, you're almost like, that's a little bit different. And then it evolves throughout the seasons. And by the time you get to season 4 and 5, it's like, whoa. And then by the time you get to season 7, that's like animated movie style.
Yeah. And
Bad Batch and Shadow Lord is just like the next iteration of that. So just the production of it was so theatrical. I don't know. Have you talked about it before? I don't want to say I wouldn't want to spoil anything for anybody else.
No, we're spoiler. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
The fact that whichever episode it was, like 6 or whatever, when they brought in Vader, I really hadn't I hadn't been spoiled. I didn't really read much about it. I just knew it was coming, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. That was like chills all the way. You're like, you're kidding me. This is. And I mean, I do hope that they kind of just let it sit and let it be, and that doesn't become this whole thing. I hope it can just breathe the way it is. But that whole thing when Vader came in, I was just like, that was the first time I'd really been dumbfounded in a Star Wars show, probably when Queel died in season 1. That was shocking to me. It was up there with that.
Yeah.
I thought they did a fantastic job.
Elle agrees with you. She said loves that show so much. Right on.
Yes.
And then Max Rebo, Maul should have had a younger Garza Whip and a teenage Max Rebo. Right on.
I won't argue.
Yep, not gonna argue. But yeah, I think they did Vader right. I think they really.
Yes.
He didn't have to say a word, and
Right.
the slight horror aspect feel to the tension, and they made Vader ominous again.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and I think they, and his display of power with barely having to move. I mean, it was just, we were very impressed with the show. Looking forward to season 2, but like you said, let it breathe a little bit. And I thought they did a great job with that show.
Yeah, don't make it Vader chasing them for the next season.
Yeah,
no, because I can't remember who said it, but Vader came in like the guy who's pissed off that he got called into work on his day off.
Yes. Yeah. He's like, I've got to do this. Are you kidding me?
Right?
Yes.
Really? This is the garbage again. I got to clean up your mess again.
And that's what made him so scary, because he was angry to be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I thought that was a really good show. And then we've got Ninth Jedi coming soon. I think that comes out really soon, I think. So that's a Vision spinoff, and so looking forward to that. And although I will say the trailer was it was hitting all the New Hope bells and whistles in there, because you gotta or it's all the tropes. You got a masked bad guy that speaks through some sort of enhancer, and it was pretty funny. But no, looking forward to that as well.
I think that I know next year is going to be a massive Star Wars year. I mean, if we're talking, these are like teasers, like the stuff this year, kind of like, I mean, it's hard to say like a movie back in the theater is a teaser, but it kind of is, because then you've got the 50th anniversary of the original version of New Hope being put, the original version of Star Wars being put in the theater next year. It's not a New Hope next year. It's Star Wars. And then you've got Starfighter, and you've got Ahsoka, and then you've got Celebration, and then you've got the Lucas music. Like, you've got so much just massive Star Wars stuff in 2027. It's going to be like, well, it's going to be painful on the wallet for one, but just the adventure of it is going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but we were unable to get Celebration tickets. We tried like mad and could not get them.
I was in that queue for 4 hours, and as soon as I got it, they were sold out.
Yeah.
I was fortunate that a friend of mine in England had secured 3 of the 4 days, and then got a VIP, so he didn't need the 3 out of those 4. So I got those. I just need to find another 1 day, or maybe Minnesota is fortunate enough to get in as a fan group. We'll be applying for that in the fan alley. So I'm really hopeful that we could get in that way. But if not, we'll be there in our own ways, and I'll be there for sure 3 of the 4 days.
We expect full reporting.
It'll be like, yeah.
And then they did just announce another show an animated special is dropping this year.
Oh,
let me bring it up on the screen right now. In September, we're getting Lego Star Wars Mandalorian.
The Lego Star Wars are pretty funny. Like
they're
really quality things, and they're just fun to watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have not. Everybody keeps. I have not watched the Rebuild the Galaxy though.
Oh, it's fantastic!
That's what I hear. Everybody says that.
It is worth your time. It is worth a watch.
I've got this laundry list of like September to-do list, because I haven't been able to do anything for months because of the convention. So soon as convention settles down, I'll be like, all right, the to-do list is there.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this, like play this, read this, build this Lego set. I've got Lego sets back there that I've not even opened because I just haven't had time.
Right. Well, geez, I wonder why. Yeah, it's the Rebuild. I really liked Rebuild, and they need to give those writers they need to give them some live action shows too. And I said it after watching the first season, these guys get Star Wars. They understand Star Wars and they understand the fandom. And I think you're going to enjoy it. And L jumped
There
in.
we go.
She
Nice.
can confirm. Right on.
Yep. Nice.
Right on. Unboxing is taking off. Have a good night, sir. He's got to finish his video. So if you like unboxing videos and Star Wars, subscribe to unboxing. He is another Minnesota native. Great unboxing videos, and he is his videos tend to drop after this episode airs every week. So it's funny how we work on that cycle together. And then Max Rebo, Rebuild the Galaxy is lore breaking. Yeah, for sure. It's lore breaking.
Oh, come on, Max Rebo. I have 3 words for you. The Last Jedi. You want to talk about? No.
But we've got and then I think like you said, next year is going to be a huge year, and it's going to be all.
Riddle me this. How is Star Wars turning 50 yet I'm only 25 years old?
Oh, that's a multiverse. Maybe it's the multiverse.
Yeah.
World between worlds.
I saw a TikTok recently of in the caption on the TikTok was the hardest thing about being in my 20s is remembering that I'm in my 50s. Yeah.
Accurate.
Very, very accurate for sure. Flipping over to some gaming news, I wanted to show this. So for those that play Galaxy of Heroes already in the know, I used to play. I just don't have the time to do it anymore. I stopped playing probably about a year ago. But they have got some new characters dropping that I thought was very interesting, and I wanted to mention.
I think I've heard about this.
Yeah, on the show tonight.
Let's see.
So
yes, I did hear about this.
Yes. So Mara Jade, which of course is now fueling rumors that, she's going to be in Starfighter. Why else would they release the character? And, blah, blah, blah. But Darth Jar Jar, talking of rebuilding the galaxy. And then Jackson, our favorite Green Leppy.
Yeah.
The Ronin, one of my favorite series from Visions.
Yes.
The Luke concept for Starkiller for the concept art, and then Stormtrooper from the Ralph McQuarrie concept art. So some very cool designs, very fun. If I was still playing them, I know I would be addicted to trying to get them, and but that usually costs money, and so I'm kind of glad I'm not. But Max Rebo, DB has socks older than 25. That's true.
You're not wrong.
I do too.
Yeah.
So, can't argue with that. So, we're just a few weeks away. Excalibur Con, it's coming up, and like I said, if you're in the Duluth area, make sure you get some tickets. Any other Star Wars news you guys wanted to talk about before we flip over to Collection Corner? Yes, no, maybe so. All right.
No.
Okay. I don't.
Right on. All right, let me get my music queued up. And
I gotta put my headset on.
I want it all. Keep your time to approximate. I want it all. I want it great now. I want it all. Brown Squadron.
All right, Collection Corner. So Scruffy, as everybody can tell, is not here tonight. He's on a special assignment again, and I'm sure he had plenty of comics last week and this week, since Comic Book Wednesdays are Comic Book Wednesdays. We have slowly been showing off we've been kind of trickling out our haul from ICCC this year. And I think this will be the 3rd episode we're still showing stuff from the show, right, DB?
I'm not showing anything from ICCC because after last week's show, when I gave you the rundown of my army builders, most of them ended up, well, you can't see that shelf from here, but over there in the Endor set.
Okay.
But Yeah, I was working on my dioramas this week, and sometime I'm going to take some high res pictures of these so we can flash them on the screen, rather than just be a background. I have. I'm going to admit something here, and hopefully Mrs. DB is not watching. She bought me something really cool for Father's Day. I was going to show it off tonight. Can't find it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's back in the mess behind me somewhere. So when I find that, I will show it off. But I grabbed a couple of other things, and I'm doing this for Scruffy's benefit because he's not here. But Scruffy put this on my desk a while back. It's a Jabba skiff guard, because I am working on a Jabba diorama, and I'll crack these guys open at some point. But I bought a bunch of Gamorrean guards at ICCC and a Rancor, and you got to have the rest of the criminals there in the setup. And I was flipping through the IC pages, looking to spend money that I don't have, and I'm always building up my Cantina set. And I probably have shown this on the show before, and I forgot I had it. I'm sitting in my chair over here, and I'm like, oh, a Boshek. I don't have that. And what's sticking out of the box right in front of me? I have a Boshek.
Oh, the Jedi Boshek right there.
Yeah, it's just sticking to the corner up out of a box, and I'm like, hey, what figure is that? I need to crack this dude open and get him in the diorama. So those are the two things I'm showing tonight, not from ICCC. I have no idea where this came from, when I bought this, who gave it to me. So here's that, and the Jabba skiff, courtesy of Scruffy. And while we're talking about Scruffy, Star Trek. Okay, who's next?
Steve, you got anything that you want to show? Yeah.
Well, I can kind of show off. It's a little bit collection, a little bit Excalibur Con. So some of you are familiar with the work that Josh Phillips does. He's done patches in the past for ICCC, Celebration, New York Comic Con, Rebel Scum Con, like all over. So he's been kind of our patch guy for TeebCon, Excalibur Con in the past. This year, we've got kind of like the strong women. Oh,
no, Am so is that
here?
No.
Oh,
yep,
okay.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see if I can get it. So we have Leia, Storm from X-Men, Rumi from K-Pop Demon Hunter, and Supergirl. So this will be the official patch hunt for Excalibur Con. You'll have to go around, find the various places to get them. Anyway, so Josh has done Star Wars ones, Indiana Jones ones, others, but he kind of has kept the multi-genre just for Excalibur Con. The first year we had Vader, Pikachu, Space Marine, and Master Chief. Last year we had a Knight, Mandalorian, Goku, and I'm drawing a blank on who else I had last year on my patch. And then this year, so he's knocked it out of the park again. Josh Phillips, Scavenger Guild. He's kind of tip top. And if you're into the patches and swag and stuff like that, my goodness, the patches and swag we're what, 8 months away from Celebration. It's crazy. The patch sets that are already out there. I'm going broke. I think I've sponsored 5 of them already. Or I sponsored a coin set and 4 patch sets already. And I haven't even gotten to the Minnesota patch set. So I'm gonna have to be working some extra to pay for it, but it's a lot of fun. So this is my copy of it going in the collection. I think I have all of Josh's patch sets except for one. I think there's one that I missed. Wow.
Nice. I love the little Star Wars balloons that Supergirl's holding.
Yes, super cool.
Yeah.
Detail.
It's the little touches that Josh puts in there. And it really, for somebody like me that works with kids, that loves kids, it just has a fun flair to it that kids are going to want that. The really funny thing is, because Josh's style, they want it for bookmarks.
Oh.
They'll be like, oh, I want that bookmark. And I'm like, it's not really a bookmark, but hey, that's cool. Put it in your book.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
So yeah, we're super excited for it this year. He again knocked it out of the park once again. His style is his very unique style. the classic Leia with the silver belt. I mean, kind of reminds me of the buff Leia from 1995 in the Power of the Force
Power of the
figures,
Force.
without the buffness.
Right. So Max Rebo, the Boshek is mine. I left it there by accident.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max.
Yeah,
I'll drop it in the mail after the show. Okay.
And then Max Rebo, Colonial Marines or Ripley would be a cool addition next year. That would be fun.
That's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, very cool. That's cool. Yeah, the patch hunts are always a big thing at the cons for sure.
Yes.
The two things that I was going to show from mine, and then I actually have some things to show from some of our friends of the show. So this was something that I had always been on the hunt for, and was always looking for one at a good price. I wasn't going to pick this up at ICCC. Scruffy picked it up for me because he knew I wasn't going to buy it. It's the all blacked out Mando or Boba. Let's see if we can see that in there.
Nice. Yeah.
From the War of the Bounty Hunters series. And then we're always picking at the con. Our birthdays are all in May, and so we're always picking up stuff for each other and throwing stuff at each other and like happy birthday. So Scruffy picked this up for me as well. This Rex.
That Rex, nice, very nice.
I'm a big Rex guy in addition to Mando. So those were the two things I wanted to show. But I also wanted to show. Let me get over to the pictures. And this is a tie-in from where is it? So this is a Delphi Rangers. And by the way, so a Delphi Rangers is a friend of the show, longtime friend of the show, good buddies with Max Rebo, and Adelphi watches the show all the time. Mrs. Adelphi Ranger watches the show actually as well. Hello, Mrs. Adelphi. We showed off some of her stuff last week. But we're all big fans of Carbonites, friends with Vincent, and so Adelphi took his cards from the Carson Teva and the deluxe Zeb and put the Carbonites figures in the card back, which I thought was kind of fun.
That's cool.
I thought that was fun. Definitely wanted to show that off for James. And look who's joined the show at Delphi.
Nice.
So and then I wanted to bring up, where is it? It's going to take me a second to bring this up, but speaking of Carbonites, and this was the segue into that, Vincent has dropped a couple new lines, and so I definitely wanted to show those off for Vincent on the show. And let me flip the screen over to his stuff. All right, so he released two lines from the Mando and Grogu movie, and so so two different packs, Long Live the Empire and Breaching the Hatch. So from the beginning part of the movie there, which was a very cool very fun action sequence. And oh my goodness, I didn't even notice it until now, but look at Mando, and he's got a
Grogu.
He's got a Grogu on his shoulder. But yeah, the level of work that Vincent does into these is just amazing, and we like to show his stuff off all the time. He added this as a free gift. He does these exclusive characters as pack gifts if you do buy so many cases. In this case, he's got the Silver Knight and the prototype of the Silver Knight as a free gift if you buy 3 cases. And then and then he added this case, which is an Empire Strikes Back set, which I thought was a very cool set.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Luke in his flight suit, and even a little hologram, and a Veers. And nice. I had to send this. So there's an account on, I think it's Twitter, called Veers Watch. And it's a great account because he will just post stuff like the latest Star Wars comic, no Veers. He'll list the issue, right? What the comic is, the issue number, and then he'll put no Veers. And so it's a great account. If you're on Twitter or X or whatever it's called, give him a follow. It's a great follow. But yeah, I had to shout that out for him. And people are always sending him Veers sightings when they can.
That's awesome.
But yeah, very fun set. And I might have the Mando and Grogu ones on my way. I don't know, but yeah, check out Carbonites. It's a cool line. We've had Vincent on the show several times, and support your local small entrepreneur business, which is what Carbonites is. You can find them on www.carbonites.co, I believe. So, but yeah, or just find their Instagram, and all the links are on their Instagram. So, Delphi Rangers, did you get any new Jazzware Vault set this week? No, I did not. And what he's talking about is something that I was, let's see if I can bring that up. Everybody knows that watches the show knows what a Carson Teva fanboy we are, with Star Wars. And they at New York Comic-Con, they released a Micro Galaxy Carson Teva X-Wing, but you cannot find them. And I know Adelphi himself happened to buy one off the eBay market, which I'm sure was a very
pricey.
Yeah, a very pricey thing, but it was a birthday gift to himself. And I can't blame him one bit. But they have dropped a set. Let's see if I can find it on here really quick. And the Carson Teva is part of the set. But of course you've got to buy the whole set, and it does come with that new Rex Y-Wing that got dropped as well. Which I had already bought separately. So,
but you can't find it anymore. It's not on any of the sites. So really? This set might be worth the price of admission just for that Y-Wing and a Carson Teva X-Wing. Just saying.
But it's an $80 set, and so he's been kind of goading me on to purchase it, and so that's what his question is in relation to, and I cannot find it on their website.
Sold out, huh?
Oh no, here it is, because it's a 4-pack is what it is instead of their typical 6-pack, and I will bring that up on the screen and share screen. And it's not a bad set. I mean, as far as sets go, it's
no, there's some good ships in there.
Yeah. So you're talking, you've got the Y-Wing, you've got the Mando's N1, you've got Carson, and then you've got Marok's actually fighter in there from Ahsoka. So I mean, it's not a bad set as far as sets go, to tell you the truth. So, but yeah, that's what he's referencing in his comment. And yeah, Delphi. So, but I actually, believe it or not, I have the Y-Wing and I opened it. So it's actually sits on the shelf right behind the computer here.
Nice.
But yeah, so I wanted to show that off. I wanted to show off of Delphi, but also I was going to say Delphi has started doing. Oh, really? I thought it was Marok. Oh, good call, Delphi. So it's actually a no-name pilot in the Fiend Finder. We'll just paint him black and call him Marok.
Right.
The Delphi has started doing unboxing videos and has been for a little while. So they're shorts. They're on YouTube. Just look up Delphi Rangers, give them a subscribe and a follow. But yeah, as he gets each item in, he's a very big Delphi fan. Everything is X-Wing pilot and Delphi themed. But cute little shorts that he's doing. Support him, another small creator, content creator, and give him a follow. He's a good friend of the show. So definitely wanted to give him a shout out. And then I want to shout out Sci Fiction, which I think they were actually watching. Owen from Sci Fiction. So when we were at ICCC this year, we met him 2 years ago, him and Mars at ICCC, and kind of got to talking, and we had him on the show sometime over the last year. And so Sci Fiction is a website where they cover not just Star Wars, but anything science fiction. And they get to go to red carpet things. They send reporters to the overseas celebrations and stuff. And so it's a fun little website. Like I said, he talks about far more than just Star Wars. But he invited me up on stage this year at ICCC when we were waiting for he was going to get to interview Dr. Pershing. So,
nice.
Who we had met earlier in the day, and he, so we got to talking, and then I got to sit up there with Dr. Pershing and ask a few questions, and so that was very cool. And anyway, I wanted to call out Sci Fiction because Owen has been listing us as collaborators on a lot of their posts and on Instagram, and so that's just which I appreciate. I appreciate the sentiment because it's getting our name exposed out to his larger audience, which I truly appreciate. He doesn't have to do it, and they're funny, and at least he's sticking with funny stuff, and I appreciate that. And yeah, he's been tagging us on all of his posts recently on Instagram, and so Owen, thank you, sir, and you are a G. So your Dr. Pershing video was fabulous. Yes. So again, another Carbonites tie-in. So there's not really, outside of Lego, there's not really any Dr. Pershing figures. So, but Vincent has one from his Mandalorian series. So we actually went down there and I got his autograph and then presented him with that set and his own little Dr. Pershing Carbonite. So he was very cool and he was super nice and filmed a video, recorded a video thanking Vincent for it. Which we got to share with Vincent. So just our way of giving back. But yeah, thank you, Adelphi. It was very cool. And it's been getting some good hits on Instagram too. So I appreciate that. But it goes back to the core of cons and the cons that we enjoy and your con, which is all about the fan experience. And and that's what we're all about as well. So right on. All right. Let's get over to DB's favorite part of the show. And
you hear the eye roll, don't you?
Yep.
So let's
like a sand crawler on Tatooine.
Right. Where is it? Here we go. Dad joke of the week. Time to annoy Scruffy and DB. Dad joke of the week. All right, Star Wars dad joke of the week, courtesy of Kelly Knox's Star Wars Dad Jokes. Volume 2 is now available on Amazon, so pick it up. And I miss Scruffy being on the show because he's actually started taking over telling some of these jokes. Which means I've converted him, so I am not complaining. All right, so Star Wars Dad Joke of the Week, courtesy of Kelly Knox's Star Wars Dad Jokes. Why do the warriors of Mandalore leave their helmets on? Because it's Mandatorian. That was Dad Joke of the Week Now don't you feel absolutely complete? Right on.
They just never get any better, do they?
No. And I'm trying to get through that book so we can get to her second book. So, Steve, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody again, kind of recap what's going on with Excalibur Con, and tickets are still available. And
yeah, absolutely. Excalibur Con this August 15th and 16th at the Duluth Entertainment Convention Center here in Duluth, Minnesota. Come on up. It's fun for the whole family. Like I said before, family oriented, we're fan run. So the experience you're going to have is going to be second to none. Tickets are available for single days, full weekend, VIP, whatever you're interested in. Check out the website, excaliburcon.com. It's on the ticker on the bottom. All of the information about the tournament gaming, the open gaming, the celebrity guests, the charities that we support, all of that is linked there. And come on up and see us in about a month and enjoy the beautiful Duluth weather.
Right on. You heard it here, folks. So excaliburcon.com. And then okay, so Steve, good to have you on the show again. I hope you guys have a good con.
Absolutely.
Glad that the air has cleared out for you.
Yes.
And it should be a good time. It's a beautiful part of the country. We've got to make the time to get out there to see you sometime. One of these
2027. We
Right.
got that podcast stage all set for you. 2027.
Right on. So all right. Well, thanks everybody for watching the show tonight. This is Hyperspace Heroes. We broadcast every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Next week, as long as she confirms, I know she has been very busy. We have a fun guest next week. Our first actual costumer that works in the industry. So she is and I just checked in with her before the show, and she said, yeah, she actually should be able to make it next week.
Very cool.
Geo Kendall is her name, and she's actually worked on multiple Star Wars projects as a costumer. So that'll be an exciting discussion next week. Make sure to tune in and check that out.
That's a whole new angle we haven't explored before. That's great.
It's gonna be a ton of fun. So check that out. But yeah, Steve, thanks for coming on the show. Follow Brown Squadron on all the socials. You can find all of our links at beacons.ai/Brown Squadron. And just like Elf, can't wait. Thanks for the stream, guys. Welcome. Elf, you're absolutely welcome. And I'll DM you soon, and we'll get you on the show. Adelphi Rangers taking the place of Vincent tonight. Get that like button, the Vulcan neck pinch like Lone Star inside Mega Millions.
Yeah. Look at all those references. That's brilliant.
Oh, right. So give us a follow, subscribe, hit the bell thing, all that stuff that, content creators ask you to do. It does help feed the algorithm. So we appreciate all of those likes and follows and subscribes. And we are Brown Squadron. We broadcast every Thursday night, as I said. And with that, I think we're going to get out of here tonight. So guys, it's been great seeing you. And this is Brown Squadron signing off for the crew. And you have been listening and watching Hyperspace Heroes. That's no moon.
Oh, yes, the joyous sprinkles.